Get ready to play Vanderbilt. I don't know if any coach has done a better job in the country than Kevin Stallings. Has a group of upperclassmen that have been with him for a while that understand the crazy stuff that happens in this business every once in a while, and they've relied on one another and are playing great basketball. And Kevin just does an unbelievable job. And then Alabama, dear friend, and Anthony Grant on Saturday. We just they're going to grind us and be physical and guard us, and you know, we have to continue to look at what's important for us right now, which is the growth of our players, and every single experience becomes a first for our guys, and we have to keep our focus on that and helping those young kids continue to grow.
Our first question is from David Cloninger of the State.
Hey, Frank.
Dave, how are you?
Not too bad, man. You look at Vanderbilt, excuse me, and they've only got 7 scholarship players, but they're really playing, you know, a highly aggressive basketball, winning basketball. How dangerous is playing a team like that you know is kind of has that us against the world mentality?
It's if they were all freshmen, I don't know if I'd be very worried, but they're not. It's you know, you've got a group of guys. I mean, I think Odom's a pro. I think Odom's going to make a lot of money playing the game. The young freshman, now he's a lot. As talented as he is, and I think he's got a chance to be a pro. As talented as he is, the burden of responsibility is not on his shoulders. It's been accepted by Parker, by Odom, by Fuller, by all those guys, Siakam, all those guys that have been in that system that have played major minutes in a college game before. They're the ones that have been able to carry the burden of the difficult moments for their program, and it's allowed the freshmen to grow at his rate, and wow, is he good? And so it's they've got to overcome difficult moments. You need guys that number one are confident in what they do, and number two have experience, so they don't get over judgmental. And they've got both of those situations, along with Kevin Stallings, who, like I said, does an incredible job.
Thanks.
Next question is from Ron Aiken of Gamecock Central.
Hi, Coach. I was just curious, just looking defensively only, you're kind of at the bottom of the conference in field goal percentage defense. What is your kind of plan for really getting them to focus on that to improve those numbers so that the offense can then flow from that?
I mean, it's we're just you know, our front line guys we're not protecting the rim. Because of depth issues, we had to change our defensive philosophy in the middle of the season. That's something that we plan to do. I mean, when we entered SEC play, teams were shooting about 38% from the field against us, and we played a top 15 schedule in the country. We just you know, we've had to make some adjustments on the fly and adapt some things in how we're doing it. Some of our freshmen, a couple of them have played real well, and Dwayne and Sindarius, but they have to play so many minutes that you know, it just they get worn down. And you know, Brent Williams, the challenge with him has always been defense, and so now his minutes are up, so that gets exposed a little bit more. And then some of our other freshmen. The burden of SEC play has kind of jumped on their shoulders, and they haven't played as well as of late, and that's what we're trying to do, is get them refocused and re-excited about being able to do some of the things that they did in the early part of the schedule to help us.
Thank you, Coach.
Next question is from Larry Vaught of the Danville Advocate-Messenger.
Yeah, good morning, Frank. Could you tell me what impressed you the most about Florida when you played them?
Just it's their attention. They play every play with an attention to detail that's incredible and a sense of urgency that's incredible. Therefore, their 5 guys on the court are connected to one another. You know, and I hear everyone ask. I was listening to a question that was asked of Billy. why has Casey Prather improved the way he has? Well, think about the guys he practiced against every single day for 3 years. You got no choice but to get better. It's his turn now, and that's what winning programs do. Is they got young guys that come in. They're taught by the upperclassmen. They understand attention to detail. They understand sense of urgency every day in practice and every individual drill, and let alone every possession of a game. And then when it's their turn, they're groomed into that frame of mind, so they go out and play that way. And they're very efficient offensively, and very sound defensively, and then they're tougher than nails, and it's hard to overcome.
Right. Do they have what you consider just an on-court leader, or is it more to say they just have a team that all plays that way?
I get a kick because that's like the new wave. It's so-and-so's team. It's this guy's team. No, it's the Florida Gators basketball team, and they've got a team that plays for that uniform, and that's what it's not a person's team. It's that university's team, and those guys have taken ownership of it, and they play for that uniform.